Lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! 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 Lions and tigers and bears.
So it's not lions and tigers and bears, but it is fractions, decimals, and percents. Sorry I can't be here today. Your sub, I think it's Mr. Sirico, is subbing for you today. We'll take care of you guys. So this is something a little new for some of you. I want you to make sure you go through and watch this video. Take the notes in your notebook just like you would as if I was presenting this in class. No different than what we do regularly. So right off, you see today's date, 4/5/19, 6.4, fractions, decimals, and percents as our objective. Now, the preview. You actually took a test last term on converting fractions and decimals. Now we're just going to add percents into that. So hopefully you remember all the stuff from last year. There's our organization. The nice thing about this video is you can stop it at any time and write anything you want and then just continue on the video, or you can go back and watch it again. First thing we're going to talk about is the meaning of percent. Percent actually means per 100. Cent, like century, or cents is in a dollar, there's 100. So per cent is per 100. The grids in front of you right now are 10 by 10 or 100 squares. If I color one square in, over here, I've got 1 out of 100. That's 1%. But our percents don't stop at whole numbers. If I color in a quarter of that one square, I get 1/4%. If I color in just half of it, I get 0.5%. And notice my quarter and my half, I could have written this as 0.25%. I could write this as 1/2%. So percents can actually be whole numbers, fractions, or decimals, but they all kind of convert into each other. This is the kind of the triangle we deal with. Percents can convert into fractions, which can convert into decimals, which can convert into percents. Percents can convert into decimals, which convert into fractions, which convert into percents. So here's what we're going to do. Everything can convert into each other. Okay, so probably one of the easiest things we have to do is convert into decimals to percents. For decimals to percents, we're going to go from the decimal to percents. So here's what I want you to write on your paper right now. I want you to write 1/2 equals 0.5 equals 50%. Because everyone in this room knows this. So look at the the decimal to the percent. 0.5 is on the left, 50% is on the right. When you have a decimal and you have to change it into a percent, you're going to go from left to right. The decimal is going to move over 2 places. How did 0.5 become 50? The decimal place moved over 2 places. So 0.45 becomes 45%. 2.145 becomes 214.5%. 0.0087 becomes 0.87%. Again, if that was too fast and you need to copy that down, just pause, and then you can write it down, and then start it up again and move on. Converting fractions to percents is a little bit different. 2 ways to do it. We can convert the equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100, or we can convert it to a decimal and then a percent. I'm going to show you all these different ways right now. So this one here is easy because 25 goes into 100. How many times? Well, 25 times 4 is 100. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 over 100 is the same as 24%. All right, that's if you want to convert it right into 100. If you can't convert it into 100, 3/8, 8 doesn't go into 100 evenly. So I'm going to change this one to a decimal first. So 3/8 is a decimal. If you remember from your, we can either do 3 divided by 8 and get the answer, or if you remember, it was 0.375. And then 1, 2, 37.5%. So we just used the rules that we learned on the last page to help us finish that. That's if you know the conversion. The other way to do it is you can say, okay, well, 9 over 40 is the same as, I'm going to divide both by 2. All right, so I'm going to get 4.5 over 20. Now, 20 does go into 100. How many times? 5 times. So 5 times 20 is 100. And 4.5 times 5, oh, I don't know what that is. So 4.5 times 5. We can do this off to the side. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 1 decimal point is 22.5, which gives me 22.5 over 100, which is 22.5%. There we go. The next thing we have to do is repeating decimals. If you have a fraction like 7 over 11 that has to convert into a percent, you have to change it from 7 over 11. So 7 divided by 11. You get 0.63636363. Okay? Well, when we converting to a decimal, not a percent. Here's what we want you to do. Go out 2 places, and then the next place is going to be a 7. So we're going to put it 7 over 11. So you're going to write it as 0.63 and 7/11ths, which is the same thing as 0.63 repeating. But we want you to stop and show the fraction. And then if I had to change it into a percent, I would just move that over, right? It would be 63 and 7/11ths%. Converting percents into decimals. 87%. Well, now we just go the other way. If you remember back, right, we said 0.5, 1/2 equals 0.5, which equals 50%. Well, 0.5, when we went from decimal to percent, we went from left to right. Now we're going to go percent back to decimal. So 87 becomes 1.87 as a decimal. 124%, 1.24 as a decimal. 0.005%, be careful, 1, 2, we have 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a decimal. Okay, so percents to decimals, we just move it 2 places to the left. Really easy. Converting percents to fractions, this is the last thing we have to worry about. Converting percents to fractions, we place the percent number over 100 and simplify. So 78%, right? 78 per cent. That's it. But if we can simplify it, we're going to simplify it. So we have to say, all right, what's half of 78? So half of 78 is going to be 78 divided by 2, which is 39 over 50. Can I simplify that? Well, if I use my divisibility rules that we learned earlier, can anything go into 50 and 39? Nope. So we're done right there. Percent to fraction. For 120%, 120 per cent. Right? Now we can simplify that by just taking out the zeros. Right? So that goes to 12 over 10. And then we say, well, 12 over 10, I can take a 2 out of both of those. So I'm going to be left with 6 over 5. And we're pretty happy with, we're going to embrace the improper fraction. We can leave it like that. If you wanted to, you could change it to 1 1/5. But we're going to say that staying with the improper fraction is okay. 19%, 19 over 100. 19 is a prime number, so that's done. Now, we've got 2 ones that we have to worry about down here. They need another page because they're going to be a little bit more that we have to worry about. So, converting percents to fractions when they're already a decimal or already a fraction. Remember, we're converting to percent to fractions our final answer has to be a fraction. So 2.4% is going to be 2.4%. We know we can't leave a decimal in a fraction, so now we're going to have to multiply by something. If we multiply top and bottom by 10, we end up getting 2.4 over, multiply the bottom by 10, because whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom, over, we end up with 24 over 100 times 10 is 1,000. Now we have to simplify that. Magic. So 24 divided by 1,000, simplify 12 over 500, 6 over 250 to 3 over 125. And now I can stop here. Okay, this next one's a little bit trickier, but if you watch carefully, you'll see something that happens. 1/3% is the same thing as 1/3 over 100, which is the same thing as 1/3 divided by 100, which is the same thing as 1/3 times 1 over 100. Keep, change, flip. We end up with 1 over 300. Done. The easiest way to look at this is the 2 zeros drop down to the bottom. And then you have to simplify sometimes. All right, that's it. Good luck. Here's the homework for tonight. Thank you.